Hi, hello. Welcome to my channel.
Ikaw nga, sige nga. Galing mo ah.
Sure. Morning, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Kamea's channel. Yeah, it's recording.
Oh.
We are here to answer questions from our Instagram stories. Read the first question.
Why did you choose BLW for Kamea? Hi, Kamea and Mommy. What are the reasons you decide why you decide to do BLW?
And Kamea was 6 months. Started with traditional weaning because we didn't know BLW at that time.
Yeah.
So we gave her purees and we spoon fed her with the spoon. And we tried to feed her with a spoon. But she refuses the spoon and she wants to hold it. Yeah, she wants to hold the spoon and feed herself. And so I was worried because for us it wasn't normal because
She wasn't drinking milk.
yeah, both coming from Filipino families where we're used to feeding the baby with a spoon. I thought something was wrong. I searched the internet and searched Montessori approach to starting solids with baby. That's how I learned BLW. BLW is a practice where babies 6 months old and older jump straight to finger foods. So it's skipping purees and it's skipping mashed foods, and you don't feed baby with a spoon. You let them feed themselves during meal times. But there's guidelines to BLW, such as you'll have to cut fruit, veggies, and bread. You have to cut them in a certain way that's safe for them. Like for example, with potatoes, you have to cut them in finger length and 2 finger width size, and you have to steam it. And you have to or roast or fry them, but you have to just make sure once you squish the potatoes that your fingers go through. So that's from 6 months to 9 months. Then when they turn 9 to 12 months, you have to cut everything into cubes, like little bits of pizzas. You can still give them 2 finger width size and length, but you know it's advised to change it up to cubes from 9 to 12 months. One of the main reasons why I chose BLW is BLW instead of the traditional weaning is that one of the benefits is she'll be able to learn how to chew first and then swallow it. It also, you know, prevents us, or me especially, from overfeeding Kamea with the spoon, which she hates. Next question. I'm expecting my second child and wanting to do BLW with him later. Where shall I start? So you have to start with reading and learning, you know, everything about Baby Led Weaning, like what I did. I purchased the book Baby Led Weaning by Jill Rapley and Tracy Marquette. It's available on Amazon. And then I joined a Baby Led Weaning Facebook group. The first group that I joined was Baby Led Weaning Philippines, and one of the admins is Mommy Chrissy. And then later on I joined another group called Baby Led Weaning Guide PH. So for our viewers from the United States, they also have a Facebook group called Baby Led Weaning, but I really like that Facebook group, Baby Led Weaning Philippines and Baby Led Weaning Guide PH, because they're so detailed and they're so organized. And that's how I started posting pictures of Kamea eating, and that's how I That's what inspired me to do a Baby Led Weaning page in Instagram. So read, learn about it, and then join Facebook groups. If you haven't already done so, I suggest watching CPR videos for babies on YouTube. Okay, next question. How do you know when Kamea is ready for solids? What month to start BLW? In Baby Led Weaning, there's this signs of readiness before starting. So the signs of readiness are: number one, baby needs to be 6 months old. 2, baby needs to be, or baby has to sit unassisted for more than a minute. And then third one is baby has lost the tongue thrust, like that. Of course. And then fourth one is baby is interested with food. So like for example, when she was 6 months, when I put her in my lap when we have dinner and she'll look at the food and try to grab it, that's one sign. If your baby met all these signs, then you can start with Baby Led Weaning. Okay, next question. What are the first things to consider in BLW? First things to consider, number one, you have to be prepared. You have to read and be knowledgeable of what Baby Led Weaning is. Because in BLW, you have to follow, there's like a strict guidelines on preparing food for your baby from 6 to 9 and then that's 9 to 12. The only things that you have to avoid are salt and sodium and sugar and preservatives and honey. You can't give them honey. With salt and sodium, they can have sodium, but not over than 400 milligrams per day. This is from the book BLW. I'm not making numbers up, but it's from the book BLW by Jill and Tracy. Like what I said earlier, you have to cut potatoes, bread, and all the other foods that you're going to offer your baby with the size of 2-finger size and width length. If she's 6 months to 9 months, that way they can hold them and then they can eat them and try to put them in their mouth. You can steam it, roast it, fry it with olive oil, or air fry it, bake it, and serve it to your baby with spices. They can have spices, they can have all the spices, but not salt and soda. Okay. And the second thing that you need to consider is that it's gonna be messy. Maya is still messy and she's 15 months, but not as messy when she was 6 months to 9 months. But you just have to be reminded that that's just how they learn, and it's not gonna be forever that they're going to be messy. And the third thing to consider with BLW is you have to lower expectations. Babies, are smart and capable once you allow them or give them the chance. We are trying to raise, an eager and independent eater without us forcing food in their mouths. So you have to lower the expectations. Okay, fourth thing to consider is you have to be patient and you have to trust your baby because it'll be worth it. Trust me if I say that it will be worth it, because Kamea now is 15 months and she eats everything and anything that we offer her without any problem. Planning to BLW in my 6 months. What can you advise on how to start? And the next question, how to start BLW. How to start? You can start when baby met all the signs of readiness. And then Kamea, I started with steamed veggies and preloaded spoon with puree. With BLW, there's this thing called preloaded spoon. So what you do is in a spoon, you have to load the spoon with the puree. Then you set them aside in the table or their tray. And then they will have to grab the spoon and put them in their mouths. So that's preloaded spoon. So you can do that. So I did that for 1 week. And then the next week, I changed it up and I offered 1 piece from each food group. So yes, so Go, Grow, Glow So I offered one from each, so one protein, one carb, and one veggie every meal. So I have to add when you're offering food that are circular or like below round, you have to cut them in quarters. Like grapes, you have to cut them in quarters. Blueberries, you have to squish them or cut them in quarters before giving to your baby. And eggs needs to be quartered too, and so on. Advice on how not to, or how to avoid food being wasted. You can't. It's gonna be messy, and I just have to tell you that you just have to embrace it and accept that she's gonna throw food, she's gonna play with it, she's gonna do all that stuff because it's part of the whole process. It will be messy, they will get messy, but they'll have lots of fun and experience with eating, and that's what we want, a good experience with meal times. That way they look forward to it and they're excited that they're going to eat. Okay, and that's it for this incident story today. Thank you for all the questions. Hopefully I answered them right. But thank you for watching. Hope you learned something from this video, and hoping to do another video soon when we move to our new house. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below and subscribe, like, share this video so we can have more